Syllables must be divided properly to maintain the integrity of the vowel sound in that syllable. There's a lot that goes into syllables. A lot of people teach reading using syllable information only. There's a closed syllable, meaning the vowel is closed in by one or more consonants. That means that vowel is short. There's an open syllable, which means the vowel ends with a vowel. There is not a consonant closing in the vowel, and that vowel is long. There are 7 different syllable types. And so it's important that when you're dividing syllables, that you do it properly. Most people, almost no one knows how to divide syllables properly. You will by the end of this class, so that it maintains the integrity of the vowel sound within that syllable. So we don't just clap them, table, and then just put a line wherever you feel like it might be separated. We don't drop our jaw, hospital. It doesn't work. That doesn't work. We have an exact pattern, not exact. This is English, nothing's really exact, but we have a very consistent, reliable pattern for syllable division. And it's just another way of making reading easier because it breaks longer words into more manageable sized chunks. So if you want to break up your word when you're reading, which is a good reading strategy, here's what you're going to do. If you have a vowel, let me put this down a little bit. A vowel, you're going to divide it between the vowels. Usually it's going to look like, let me just show you, like lion. You're going to divide it between the vowels. That's a 2-syllable word. Okay? This doesn't happen very often. If you have a vowel, consonant, vowel, the consonant goes to the end, like ago. If you have a vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, you split it between the 2 consonants, like happy. If you have a vowel, consonant, 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 vowel, one vowel goes to the front, the others go to the back, such as embrace. If you have a vowel, consonant, 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 vowel, now we need to start looking for compound words. So we check for 2 words, a compound word. If you see 2 words, you split them. You don't follow any of these patterns if you see that it's a compound word, like fireman. That doesn't follow this consonant, 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 vowel. But if you see 2 words put together, you just divide the 2 words, okay? You also need to keep vowel teams and digraphs. No, we're just going to do digraphs because these are all consonants in the middle. Digraphs together. So digraphs meaning SH, CH, TH. You're going to keep those together. You're not going to divide them. So when there are 4 consonants between the 2 vowels like this, it's going to be likely that it's either a compound word or that there is a digraph in here somewhere. Even a blend you need to keep together. Blends stay together. I'll show you these when we get practicing, don't you worry. Like BL, PR, those have to stay together. Otherwise, one consonant goes to the front, the other goes to the end. I don't know why I just stopped sharing. Let me bring that back because now I want to share something else. Here it is. Okay, this is a most of the time pattern. So we have 2 vowels, divide between the vowels. Vowel, consonant, vowel, divide before the consonant. Hang on. Here we go. Vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. Divide between the consonants, keeping blends and digraphs together. Vowel, consonant, 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 vowel. The first goes to the front. This is supposed to be check. Check for compound words, divide after the first consonant, and keep blends and digraphs together. Vowel, consonant, 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 vowel. Same. So these all, if there is more than one vowel, the first consonant goes to the front. Okay, let me just make it a little even easier here. I'm gonna do my whiteboard. That was kind of a lot of information. So this is going to be the easiest way to look at it. If you have one consonant between the vowels, it goes to the end. Otherwise, if you have more than one consonant, the first one goes to the front, the rest go to the back, no matter how many consonants are there, unless it's a compound word or you need to keep a blend or a digraph together, okay? So this visual might be easier to see because as long as there's more than one consonant, the first one goes to the front always, the rest always go to the end. Are you feeling a little better? Maybe not. Let's start practicing. So look up here while we're dividing these words. So go ahead, let me do the first one with you. So here we have two vowels. I'm going to divide between the vowels, just like up here on the very top here. Here is your little key. So I'm going to divide between the vowels. When I do that, an E follows the tap 2 rule right here. Same with this O. Actually, O at the end says O. So we have E, O. Mio. Mio. I wish I wouldn't have put an I right here. But go ahead. It can say I or E if you know that it's probably a foreign word. So what would this word say? Or actually, we're just kind of dividing it right now. And then you can try reading it. This I can say I or it can say E. So this word would say Tio or probably Tio, because usually when you have an I-O at the end of a word, it's a foreign word and it says EO or IA. So number 2, here we have a vowel, consonant, vowel. Vowel, consonant, vowel. Divide before the consonant. Divide before the consonant. So this E says E because it's of the tap 2 rule. O at the end says O. So we have B, or E, V, O. Brevo. So try yours. I'm not going to mark it because I'm going to let you figure it out. If you have any questions, drop them in the Q&A for me. Yeah, Beverly, I misspoke right there. Thank you for understanding that what I meant. Okay, so here we have a vowel, consonant, vowel. Divide before the consonant. This E says E. A at the end says Flashback to A month. So we have F, O, E, P, Fleepa, Fleepa. Let's try number 3. Here we have a vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. Vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. Divide between the consonants, which is going to be most common right there. So now this A is going to say A because of the tap 2 rule. Same with this U. So our sounds are G, O, A, T. And then over here we have T, These 2 T's are going to sound like one sound. But if I was just breaking it up into syllables, I can keep those dotted, and it would sound like this. Glat, and then I try the second syllable. Tum. Then you put them together. Glatum. Glatum. So go ahead and try your number 3. Okay, so here we have a vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. We divide it between the consonants. So now we have two syllables. The I is going to say I because of the tap 2 rule. Same with the U is going to say So we have in our first syllable b, ul, I, t, blit. In our second syllable we have t, p, tup. Combining the syllables we have blit up, blit up. The reason that I wanted to teach you syllable division is so that you can learn how to break up a longer word into smaller chunks, so that you just have to read little bite-sized chunks and then blend those syllables together. It's just another way to make, it's just another reading strategy. Okay, number 4. So this, oh, where are we? We have vowel, consonant, 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 vowel. So I'm going to divide it right here. The first consonant goes to the front. Look at this. It keeps the blend together. Blends are anything that has a consonant and then an L or an R, basically. FL, FR, B, P, D, because they just blend so, not DL, but ST, R. These are all blends that need to remain together. So like you can see right here, this TR is, this will usually be the case. You usually don't have to watch for it. It's usually just going to happen naturally that that blend, consonant blend, will be in one syllable or the other, following this pattern of syllable division. So this I is going to say I, the U will say The first syllable is p, ul, I, m, plim. Second syllable is t, d, trud. Keeping that TR enunciated nicely. Remember, we don't want to make it a lazy or a sloppy sound. So it's not trud, it's trud. Keep that T sound. Then we can push those two syllables together. Plimtrud. Keep that T sound clear. Plimtrud. Go ahead and try yours over here. So it looks like we have 1, 2, 3 consonants between the vowels. So the first one goes to the front, the rest go to the end. And look at that, there's a consonant blend that remains together. It just kind of happens naturally. You don't really have to think about it usually, unless it's a really long word with a lot of consonants in the middle. So this E is going to say because there are 2 consonants after it. This I will say I because there's a consonant and a space after it. So first syllable, l-s, less. Second syllable, p-r-id, prid. Pushing those 2 syllables together, less prid, less prid. Making sure that your is a different sound than your I. Less prid. Your jaw is dropped right here, but not right here. Less prid, less prid. Would you please let me know, out of these 4, how many did you get on your own without me? How many out of 4 in the Q&A? Wow. Nice. See, this whole time I've been thinking, as I've been teaching this class, I'm like, oh, I didn't say that very well. I did not explain that one very tightly. This might be a little hard because of my weaknesses in teaching, but you guys you're learning despite me, despite my teaching. You seem to be picking this up pretty well. That's just kudos to you. Just proves what I've always known about you as learners. All right, number 5. So here we have a vowel, consonant, 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 vowel. 1 consonant goes to the front. Oh, look at that. It's a compound word. If you can recognize that there are 2 words, done. All you do is divide the 2 words. You don't have to even think about it. That's trumps all the syllable division rules. So here we have that A says ah, this A says ah. K or ab, crab, stand, stand, crab stand. That's probably a real word. Sure, it probably is. All right, so go ahead and try yours over here. Okay, it is a real word, Beverly. Yeah, I should have known that. All right, so this we have a vowel, consonant, consonant. So 3 consonants between the vowels. I'm going to divide it after the first one. Here I have an S. So is this a compound word? It is, isn't it? Because plan is a word and trend is a word. So it just so happened to follow the expected syllable division patterns. So that's nice and handy. Plan, trend, plan, trend. Let's try this one without me. Try this one without me, you guys. Oh, let me just teach you. Okay, let me teach you this. I know we're running late on time, but I want to teach you this. If you have a 3-syllable word or longer, you're going to work on the first 2 vowels, how many consonants are between those. Then that second one, that's going to be your first one for the next 2 vowels, and count those consonants between that. Do you see what I'm talking about? That I'm not teaching very well today. I'm having a hard time explaining what I want to teach, but you're getting it. So here's what I meant to say. So you go to the first 2 vowels and you count how many consonants are in between. 1, 2, 3, 4. Separate it after the first consonant, and look at that. It keeps that 3-letter consonant blend together. Then you go to the next 2. So even though this was the second one, when you're comparing it with the O, it's now going to be the first one because we have to compare it with the third one. Hang in there with me, you guys. So we count the consonants between the first 2 syllables, then we count the consonants between the next 2 syllables. So here we have 2, we're going to divide it between the 2 consonants. So this O is going to say ah, this A will say ah, A's at the end say ah. So what would that word say? Go ahead and try to read it. Make sure that L stays in there and the R when you're reading it. That A at the end says ah. So the first syllable, this is why syllable division is really handy, because you just have to read one tiny little chunk. So here we have glob, putting glob on the shelf, starting with the S. We have stran, stran, putting those 2 syllables together. Globstran, starting with the D, da, globstranda. Globstranda. Let me know, did you get globstranda with all of those tiny little sounds? Did you get the L? Did you get the R? Did you get globstrand? I can hardly say it. If you did, you probably did it better than me. Nice, Joe. Yay. All right. You guys were very patient today. You picked up what I was throwing down, even though I threw it down in lots of little messy pieces. You kind of just swept it up and glued it all. What I was trying to teach you, you got it. I'm confident that you got it. If you have a vowel, consonant, vowel, one consonant goes to the end. If you have any more consonants between the vowels, the first consonant goes to the front, the rest go to the end, usually. You do, when it gets longer like that, you do have to look for compound words, and you just split them. And usually when you divide syllables this way, it keeps those consonant blends together. You don't really have to think about it. So, well done. Phew. I will see you on Monday when we are going to be learning about accenting and bringing September to a close. All right, my friends, have a good weekend. See you Monday. Bye, everybody.